Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. It's Aaron Hendon with Christine and Company. Today I had the pleasure of interviewing Melinda Powers, the owner of the hardware store. You might remember when I interviewed her a couple of years ago, sort of the cornerstone restaurant at the heart of the island. She started a cooking school in a space adjacent to the hardware store. A great space, both physically a great space. You walk in and it feels like a great space. 10 to 15, 16 people take classes at a time, 20 classes a month. It is just a brilliant idea, a great community space, fits right inside her overall design of the hardware store, and I'll let Melinda tell the story better than I ever will. So come on in, let's talk to Melinda about Relish, about the new cooking school on the island, Relish. I'm so excited we finally got together after all those reschedules. Well, just so start with where the idea for Relish came and how you got started in it and when, and it's been, what, a year now?
No, it hasn't. I mean, really, January was the first month that we really came out with a schedule and open. We were sort of playing around with a few classes prior to that, so it hasn't been a year, it's just been a few months.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about it.
Well, you know, first of all, I've had this space for 15, 16, 17 years. And I've always sublet the space to someone else. But in the back of my mind, it's like, you know I've got a great idea for this space. And as time went on, the cooking class became sort of an idea in the back of my mind. And then I started taking cooking classes in Seattle.
Oh, cool.
So I would just check out all these other schools, and this amazing thing happened that I didn't really expect. And that is when I took a cooking class, not only did I learn a great skill, and I felt empowered, you know, and I'm a good cook anyway. I mean, I own a restaurant, so I should know how to cook. But there are a lot of things I don't know how to cook. So I was taking classes, and yes, I walked away with a new skill, but for me, the best part was just meeting and interacting with the people in the class.
Yeah.
So the first cooking class I took, I walked away with 15 new friends.
Oh, that's not great.
And I felt connected in a way that I hadn't been. I mean, these were in Seattle, so now I have these connections. And I really like that. And it sort of piggybacked on the idea of a gathering place, which is our vision for the hardware store.
Yep.
So it fit, you know, and whenever I open a business, because I do love to open businesses, I always want to have a context that's bigger than the thing, okay? So opening the hardware store, obviously we want to have a great restaurant with great food and great service, but more than that, it was about creating a gathering place and hopefully creating a healthier community as a result of having it. So that's our mission, and that's what motivates me, and that's what drives me. So when I walked away from a cooking class feeling that way, I thought, wow, this fits right in with our vision next door, and that's bringing people together and letting there be a benefit in that happening. So yeah, it was sort of an added perk, you know, of taking that class. And then I started thinking about this space, and I thought, oh, is it big enough? And I think it is, you know. I mean, it creates an intimate. There are many classes where I wish we had a little more elbow room, but in general, it creates a nice, intimate feel in the class. And so that's how the cooking class, the cooking school came to be.
And how many people do you generally get in a class?
Well, anywhere from 10 to 16. So 16 is the max that I feel really comfortable with. But yeah, anywhere between 10 and 16 is what our typical numbers are.
And who are the teachers?
So the teachers are from all over. So we have teachers from here on Vashon. We have teachers in Seattle. We've had a teacher fly up from the San Diego area. And, you know, so we're starting to cultivate, you know, teachers from all over. And our goal is hopefully at some point in time, we'll have amazing cookbook authors flying in from all over the country and the world. I mean, my ultimate goal,
tell me.
My favorite cookbook author is Otto Lingy. And so Otto Lingy is someone I came to know about when I went to London. And I went to his place and I bought all of his cookbooks and I've watched all his videos, and he's just a one of a kind.
That's
He's
so cool.
just a great guy. So my goal is one day he'll want to come and teach a class at
to
Relish.
15 people.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so great.
Yeah.
And is it people pay to be in the class?
They do. They pay to be.
Teachers get paid?
Mm-hmm. Yep, everybody gets paid. But people do pay to take the class. It's anywhere from $50 to $75 per class. Although for every single class that we give, we have one $10 ticket that's available. And so somebody who feels like it might be too much for them that month or whatever, but they really want to take it, they just email us and say, hey, is that $10 ticket available?
Oh, that's great.
If so, I want it. And
Fabulous.
it's theirs. So we try to make it, I want it to be accessible for everyone, but it's a business. There's an economic side of this that we're not going to keep our doors open unless, we can
space and
make it work,
cool.
pay for the space, pay our instructors. And so,
And so, Ed, what's been the most exciting outcome, and what have been the real challenges you discovered out of doing this? What's really come up for you?
Well, we have had some amazing classes with a gentleman who comes over from Seattle. He started Tom Douglas's cooking school with Tom, so he's taught lots of classes. His name is Hendon, and he's just a fantastic guy. You just love him the minute you meet him. And so I was introduced to him and told him about our cooking school. And he said, oh, I'd love to come and cook. So I'm like, wow. Right now he works for Whole Foods and he does, classes for them and whatnot. So he's been here a couple of times and his classes have completely filled up. And the first one was a Vietnamese cooking class. The second one was a Cubano cooking class. Wow. And both of them were fantastic. I mean, the food was amazing. He makes it fun. He makes it easy. So that's, it's been a really fun part to see the success of that. The challenges have been just getting the word out. We're on every social media platform, but still there are people who don't know. Today, somebody walked by and they said, I've been looking at this place for 4 months. What is it? And I'm like, oh.
Isn't that the craziest thing?
How can you not know?
I know. People, I get that
but
all
they
the time.
don't,
Oh, you're a realtor. Really, people are like, I can't be anymore on social media. And they're like, oh, I didn't even think of you. It's like that. So
I know.
You think you're shouting and really.
I think with any new business, the challenge is getting the word out and getting the message out that you want people to hear. Yeah. So we've been working nonstop on that. Great. And
about how many classes a month are you running?
So we're doing about 20 classes a month.
Wow.
Yeah. See, you didn't even know.
I had no idea. Okay, that's so weird.
I know.
Now, I thought you'd been around for a year, but 20 classes a month. Wow.
And so it's just been, and some of them are geared toward a smaller class size. Like we might have a Sunday class that is what to do with leftovers, how to meal prep, how to plan your meals for the next week, how to shop for that. Here's recipes of things you can make, and showing people how to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And the classes, the schedule's on your, I see it on the window, but it's also on your website?
It is on the website. It's relishvashon.com, and you register for the class right on the website. Great. It's super simple. But it's been just an amazing experience, and we listen to people. People will say, oh, I want a class on this, I want a class on that. We just had a couple who came to us and said, we do classes, we want to do a class on venison, how to prepare it.
Great idea for the island.
And how to butcher, how to, so here's something that we hadn't really even thought about. And already, since just verbally talking about it, the class is almost full. Right. We have people flying in from other states to take it. I know people here, yes, they've heard. So that's, a really specific thing. So our classes fall in the realm of, very specific things like that. Genres, different type, like Vietnamese cooking, Cubano, Spanish, Italian, we have all of those classes. And we have classes that are more just an experience. You walk away with skills and knowledge, and always you eat well in all of these classes. But it's, it's a bigger experience. So we have all of these. We have classes for basics, people who don't know how to cook, who don't like to cook. We have classes for people who are expert cooks, and they just want to learn something new. So, or they want to just be part of the community. We've had a lot of people who have just moved to Vashon taking classes so they can meet others.
That's brilliant. I mean, that's really, it sounds like, really, it's one of those just natural extensions that after it happened, it's like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That made a lot of sense, so that's just great.
We just want it to be a feel-good experience. In this day and age, there's so much negative information out there right now, and we feel that people can come here and be empowered. They take something back. They're working with their hands and their heart, their head, and it feels good to do that.
Yeah.
You walk away hopefully with a skill, with some new friends, with a good meal in your belly. It's just a win-win situation.
That's fabulous.
Feels good. Yeah.
Melinda, I'm so excited because it really is. It looks great. It's the right idea at the right time. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about it from the neighborhood. And,
thank you.
It's a real natural extension. Is there anything else you want to say about it? Anything else you want people to know?
I just say stay tuned. Come in and check us out, and anything that sounds good, give it a try. Yeah. Come in and try it. We have one lady who, she was kind of hesitant. I don't know, and she tried it and she loved it. She's now been to 7 classes.
Oh, isn't that cool?
She's like part of our team. It feels good now to her. It's very comfortable to walk in, and she always leaves now with a new skill, with meeting new friends. So, and I meet someone new. I know a lot of people on Vashon.
Yeah.
Every class I meet somebody new.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I can't wait
fun.
for my wife and I to take a class.
That'd be great.
Very cool.
It's gonna be
Excellent.
fun.
Thanks so much for the time.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you.